Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm down here in Southwest Florida in Fort Myers. Craftsmen Roofing is somebody that people need to know a lot more about. These are individuals that are doing things the right way with their culture. I just got a chance to sit through some of their training, and let me tell you what, nobody does it better when it comes to developing a culture, values, and principles within their company. This is something we need a lot more in the roofing industry, and I'm excited to show you a little bit about what they do and why they are such a fast-growing company in Southwest Florida. All right, everybody, I'm here with Bobby with Craftsmen Roofing. As I said earlier, amazing culture that these guys have been able to build right here. Bobby, what I want to do is I want to ask you a question, okay, about the principles and values that really most encompass what you guys are doing over here at Craftsmen.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the biggest values that we have here is we're not a roofing company, we're a service company. Mm-hmm. And, we want to go above and beyond, go the extra mile on how we service our customers, empowering them with knowledge, educating them with understanding of insurance restoration and the roofing system, mm-hmm. And empowering them in those kinds of ways, serving them from top to bottom, serving our employees, our sales reps, with empowering them in everything that they need to do.
Great. Yeah. I had one follow-up though question for you. You guys are putting on a training today with new sales reps that you're bringing on, okay? Mm-hmm. What values are you looking for when you bring on somebody onto the Craftsman team? What are you looking for in somebody new to bring on them?
Yep. Your basic foundational values of truth, honesty, mm-hmm. Having a heart of service. If a lot of people in this industry, you go to a lot of different restaurants or service industry companies that don't have, they're rude, they're not kind, they're not patient, they don't have good communication, and so if you don't carry those type of values, then you shouldn't be in the service company. So we look for that one of those qualities in our reps. Absolutely. Because if you're going to serve our customers, we want them to be served well, and we want you guys to be, them to be in the right industry.
Roofing contractors, one of the things that I love about being able to watch some of the training going on here at Craftsman, okay, is this guy really actually believes it, he lives it, he breathes everything that he just said right there. Mm-hmm. I see too many contractors out there only worried about the bottom line, only worried about the money, okay? If you treat your customers right, the money will come, and Craftsman Roofing is a great example of that. David, can you tell me this? As I listen to your training, you guys are a faith-based organization. In a time when so many companies shy away from faith, how is faith impacting the way that Craftsman does business?
I think personally, we've tried to incorporate our own personal ideas of what faith is into our business structure and motto. And I'll first say that we don't impress our faith onto other people. We simply use it as a guide and follow principles that dictate our behavior and our customer service patterns. But it really starts for me with what I personally define faith as. Mm-hmm. And for me, faith is equivalent to trust. I have faith in something because I trust it to be true. Yeah. We want to serve our customers and operate our business in a way where we don't ask people to trust us. We earn that trust. And we gain their faith by conducting ourselves by faith-based principles.
I think it's great. I was listening to your training a few minutes ago, and one thing that struck out to me is how much you guys focus on trust with your customer. You want to build that trust, you want to earn that trust. Right. And I've personally said that the only way an individual buys from you is first they got to like you. Right. Then they got to trust you, and then they'll buy from you. And it seems like you guys really focus on that trust factor that you can build with the customer.
Right. We can both agree, I think, that faith and trust, all those things are big, broad terms. But, sure. Trust is one of those things that it's really, really hard to gain and really, really easy to lose. Yes. And once I no longer trust you, it's really hard to ever get back. So we want to use those faith-based principles to keep a trust relationship. But I tell my homeowners all the time, bad people will come to you straight out of the gate and they'll say, hey, just trust me, trust me. And I'm never going to ask anyone to just trust me. I want to earn your trust. And when I earn it, I'll focus on keeping it.
I think that's great. One last question for you. When your sales reps go up to a door, okay, we talk about earning that trust. There are a lot of roofing contractors out there just looking to make a quick buck. Can you give me a couple things that your guys do when you interact with a customer that allows you to build that trust with them? And what are you training your guys to do different than the competition?
So, if you listen to my voice, I've got a pretty thick accent. Unfortunately, I'm from South Mississippi. And in South Mississippi, that's a place where a lot of people take a ladder, they put it in the back of their truck, and all of a sudden they're a contractor. We've used that that premise to structure a lot of our service techniques. So everything that we do it's transparent. And I tell people all the time, if you want to see me push back, tell me what I've got to do.
Okay.
So our guys are never going to be there to persuade or to convince you of something. We simply like to educate our homeowners.
Love that.
We're very, very detailed in what we do. We offer a service that we know has value. And we believe that if we serve you well, we convey those things, we educate our homeowners, we can help guide them to make educated decisions rather than swindle them into making a commitment.
Yep.
If we conduct ourselves in that regard, we'll earn people's business. And that's what we aim to do, is not only earn their trust, but earn their business and do it with a high caliber of service and integrity.
If you can't see why Craftsman is one of the fastest growing companies in Southwest Florida with an answer like that, then you don't deserve to be in roofing. I really appreciate it, David. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. We know that companies don't just come to the very top of their game, okay? It takes time. Sometimes it can be a roller coaster of ups and downs, trials and tribulations as you build and grow a business, a reputation within an industry that people come and go all the time. I mean, you'll see a company that's around for a year and then they're nowhere to be found. Craftsman has not done that. You guys have been able to build something that is meant to last. Can you tell me a little bit, Sean, why is that? What is the Craftsman difference?
Craftsman Difference is the people. People make it special. What we value here is integrity. Some companies, I just heard one company the other day, they won't hire somebody unless they have a nice vehicle. Sometimes it just takes the right person for somebody to believe in order to attain that vehicle. But the character and the values behind it, I believe, are what are going to stand out front.
I couldn't agree with you more. And one of the things I like about you is, I don't know if you know this, I'm going to tell a story here. I walked in here, folks, a few months back. I didn't know Sean, didn't know David, I didn't know Bobby, didn't know anybody. But I came in here, they welcomed me like I was family, talked to me about what we do, and now we're back here to be able to highlight the great things that you guys are doing. You guys really do live and breathe the values that you put out there. It's not just a bunch of words for you guys. It really is real, correct? And that's what you try to get to your sales reps too. That's what this training you guys are doing here all day is all about.
Absolutely. My role within the company is recruiting people.
Right.
And it's kind of funny that sometimes I think it's people's biggest weaknesses that turn into their biggest strengths, and that was exactly where I come from. So I think that what happens to me is when somebody comes in the door and they want a job, to me it's a little bit more. It's like a family. So I want to understand where they're coming from, where they've been, where they want to go, and I think that once you are able to kind of probe a little bit and see what somebody's heart is, it makes it easy to see if they're a good fit or not.
I think that's great. It's a people-driven business. Too often we think about the bottom line, the per square, whether something's going to get approved or denied. What it comes down to here at Craftsman is taking care of the people internally within the company, and then also that goes ahead and it goes out to the clients that they serve out there in the field. So I think if anything, what we could learn here from Craftsman is how to build a culture internally that is going to give your customers the best customer service, correct?
Exactly.
And so that's what they're trying to do here, and they have been unbelievable at accomplishing it. I cannot wait to see what these people do in the next year here in Southwest Florida.